Morning, guys. If you don't see, I got some mud on the roof of the GTR yesterday, and I'm gonna do some sanding real quick. I'm gonna be off camera for a minute. Um, Let me show you guys, for you guys that haven't seen yet. Um, we did get some of you guys that hadn't seen Nissan, the Nissan R89C built and complete. We'll let you guys look at that while I'm doing some sanding. Um, I'll need to fix some labels. I got a really neat picture today. I can't wait till the items that Pete shared with me this morning show up. Right now I put mud on the roof last night and then let it set up so I can get it blocked out this morning. Hope you guys across the U.S. fared well yesterday. We had some quick storms come through yesterday, and my uncle, he drives a fuel truck. Um, he's out of Indiana, but he drives across the upper Midwest. He got caught in a tornado yesterday up in Iowa. And then about 200 miles south of where I live, um, they have a vacation spot called Branson, Missouri. It got hit too with a freak thunderstorm, and well, it's between Arkansas and um, it's called Branson, and it's on the border of Arkansas and Missouri, and they have an amusement ride where they take you out on the Ozark River and Table Rock Lake, depending upon what ride you take, and it's called Ride the Duck, and one of their boats capsized last night, well, yesterday afternoon during the freak storm, and 11 people were killed. It was carrying 31 people, and women, children, elderly couple. So hearts go out to their family. They go away on vacation and end up getting stuck and having to deal with something like that. So hope all those people, 11 dead so far, they're missing 5. My uncle used his truck to block the highway from falling limbs and debris. Some of you guys that don't know, truckers are supposed to, by law, have flares and triangles to warn pedestrians, to warn other drivers about, if they're on the side of the road or something like that. So he used his truck and his flares and triangles to block the highway so other people wouldn't get damaged or injured. Um, One of my favorite men in my life was my Uncle Dwayne, or is my Uncle Dwayne. My Uncle Dwayne and my dad. My Uncle Dwayne is on my mama's side, though. My dad's brother is my Uncle Steve. And when people hear what my last name is, I get to tease them for a little bit. Right now, guys, I'm working on the GTR. Some stuff I have to do off camera because I gotta hold it in my hand so I can see what I'm doing. So, like I said, I hope you guys, if you guys got bad weather yesterday, it wasn't too bad. It hammered us here. I'm gonna have to take my my van is all black, but my car is all white. The van was in the garage, the car wasn't. So, really can't tell how bad the hail damage is. I'm gonna have to check that out. What I'm doing right now, guys, is just working on the body, shaping the roof. I'm letting you guys check out the Nissan R89 while I'm working with this on my hands. Yeah. Can you hear it, Jamie? When you create custom one-off stuff, there's a lot of sanding involved. I have seen some great ideas on the table, but I've seen bad execution. Just because you can take a roof off of something and add it onto something else, you still got to, you got to tone it in. You got to make sure it looks the part. You can't just slop it on there and then think you're done with that product, because they don't always come off that way. Well, yeah, there's usually a lot of sanding when you're working on a custom project. I kind of took this on, and I was already in the middle of we were already in the middle of the challengers for Scaled World when he approached me about this and the theme. The challengers don't fit into the diversified scalers theme because of the year. They can attend the show, but they don't attend the theme because of the year of the muscle car. So I wanted to do the GTR for Pete at Scaled World so we can put it in the Nissan Day parking lot. If you guys haven't seen the Diversified Scalers parking lot, they've been doing a Honda parking lot. This year they're doing a Nissan parking lot, and the club gets together and they made a really nice parking lot diorama. I've even seen some other things that George is adding to it this year. It's a great big diorama, and they put all the cars together and they made it look like like we're hanging out, a 124th 125th scale hangout. It's super cool. Something I would love to see in person, but being where I am and my work schedule, I've never been able to get out to the Jersey area to attend the show personally, but with great friends like Pete and George, John Stancliffe, that run a lot of the show, well, not run, but go to a lot of the shows on the East Coast. I'm honored to say my builds have been there. It's just I haven't been there myself. Okay, I'm going to show you guys some of the custom stuff I've done. I'm just cleaning up some of the harder edges with the... Then, like I said, I'll have to put primer on here, block it again. Right now I haven't used no spot putty. All the putty I've used so far has been Evercoat Metal Glaze. It's a great product I like to use. You can't use a spot putty, guys, to build up. A spot putty is just how it sounds. It's just for small spots. It will shrink, and if you use too much of it, it cracks. So you have to use a regular filler first. Hope you guys seen yesterday we started to create, we started to work on the rear fin, just by adding sheet plastic and whatnot. So we still gotta tune that in, make sure it's all smooth. I knocked out the original B pillar. Hope you guys are liking this. Like I said, from the original kit, I cut out the rear wheels so you can see the wheel detail. I added the antennas. You guys seen how I used a candle to reshape the wiper real quick so it stays on. You see how I melted the mirrors into the window instead of using glue on the windows. Went back and did some small touch-up detailing to it. Really enjoyed this build for what it was and for the accident that happened at front. There was another guy in the group build that was doing the other Nissan of this one, the Hasegawa Calsonic. Guys, I got too much dust out. Whew. And he has like a different type of Nissan wording. It looks sick. I don't know if any of you guys that follow me on the Facebook page are here. Were the lucky ones that bought. Somebody purchased a big, large mixed box from the hut, from the sell shack, I mean. If it's one of you guys, I want to see what was in that box. It was a fairly large box for $50. Alright, let's get to the dirty tacks here. Alright, we'll put this up. You guys got to enjoy that. Alright, here's where we're at on the skyline. I got put mud on the roof. I still have to do the pillars, guys, the B pillars. But I went ahead and I flattened out the roof. I'll get back in there with my scriber and make a door line. The Magnum roof had a seam way up here. The way they designed the Magnum roof is like the roof comes open way up there. I didn't like that, so I'm gonna put the door opening somewhere along here. And then I joined the two roofs right here, so I had to fill in all that seam. And so far it looks nice and smooth. So I'll make sure, when I do the primer. And then I filled in the side marker lights. I didn't like those, so I filled those in. Just these little ones right here. I gotta rescribe the gas door. Where's the hood? Let's get the hood on this bad boy. Here it is. Good morning, Punch. Punch, when you get your package, I want you to do a quick little video showing what all was in there. So I put the mud on the roof. Now I want to, soon as I get the right funds, I want to get another Italia, I don't even know how you say it, Punch. Escort, and I want to make an escort wagon out of the for some reason that wheel, there it goes. I need George's luggage rack. George built a sick Honda van, and it's got one of those arrow cubbies you put on the top. Now, when we did the Mustang, we put a surfboard on the Mustang. So I don't know if we want to do a surfboard on this. Maybe we can get some Basset Hounds and some shotguns and make it like a fox hunter car. So let's do that. And you guys saw me yesterday drill out the factory fender well, so that way we can get this to lay out. Now I don't know. I was thinking, me and Punch, we went through some ideas when I was doing the Mustang wagon. Do we do a full window all the way up to here and no pillar? I don't know, but I think it needs a pillar. I think it needs a B pillar. And we totally custom luggage rack with the BMX bike. Good morning, Pete. After that picture you showed me this morning, I'm excited. Pete says do a luggage rack with the... Now, a lot of the bikes I see, when they're on top of a car, they actually remove the front wheel, so it's mounted with the forks down. Alright, bud. Be careful headed home. I know you're still at work, Punch. Tell you what, I'm excited just to see it with the mirrors on it and in primer. Um, so I'm gonna have to, we're gonna look and see what we got to do for the door line. How we're gonna have to do it to redo the door line. Let's see. Put the, must got some glue in there when we're gonna have to rechannel that window. Let me see. What else do we got in here? I was going to use one of these roofs on. I was going to use one of the roofs on the Dame Dode Challenger, but once Pete sent me this Skyline, this GTR, I changed my mind real quick. Young Model Master, I got to get in touch with him. He picked number 3 yesterday on his envelope, Pete, but Bill already has his envelope for number 3. Here's what sucks about using the kit windows. The kit windows from the Magnum itself, they have the indentation right here. So if I was to keep everything tinted, it won't match. I wouldn't be able to match up because of that bulge. To me, that don't look right with that bulge right there, you know. And the curve is all wrong to try to use it on the other window. You still, then you'd have the inside. See, then you'd have the inside tint thing. The curve is all wrong, so we'll have to make windows. I'll probably make a back window too then, so that way the windows are all the same. That way the windows are all the same. One thing that sucks about the back window is it's curved. So I'm going to have to use a windshield. I'll have to use a windshield to get it to actually fit up in there, you know what I mean? To keep that curve. Later, Pete. Hope you're doing well. I don't know what happened to that video, Toy. Is there something maybe I can help you with live, bud? Part 1. I can't remember what I did with part 1. Dude, that was a long time ago, man. You're taking me back to my... You're taking it way back, son. Yeah, you're taking it way, way back. You know what, Toy? I can go back and look at it, and I'll see what relevance I can do for you on that. Is this... Yeah, that's big enough piece. Alright. This right here was the old part of the skyline roof. So we cut it off there. And we've extended it that much, guys, because that's the old part of the roof. If I haven't never showed you guys, one of the tips that I've tried to share with you guys before is you get an old CD like this. Sheet plastic is good, but it's super thin. It is super thin. And with using a disc, you know, it's pretty thick. So all you really got to do is lay down some tape. Get you an aggressive tape, not that. I don't know if frog tape will work. I like using the duct tape. And then I just put duct tape down over, you know, take the duct tape down. You put it over the disc like this. You rub it down. And then you peel it back, and it will take the chrome right off, and then you're left with a nice piece of plastic. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take factory Revell window, and I'm going to do some trimming on it, some tracing trimming. You guys know what I mean. I'm going to make me a template using this. Where's my glasses? Now I won't be able to use this window for... I won't be able to use the disc for the back window just because it's a lot more curved. It's got a curve to it. And this window's got flash all over it. So in order to get the best fitment, in order to get the best tracing, make sure you get rid of all your flash and everything. Toy, was it a picture video or was it a video? I'm thinking it was a picture video, and I might still have those pictures up on Photo Bucket. I haven't used Photo Bucket in so long, but I bet they're still there. And basically, let me get this out of the way so you guys can see what I'm doing. I laid this then I'm going to take this marker, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut. See how the marker is wider? What that's going to do, it's going to let me cut a shape and have room to sand to fit. So we make this like this. Then right there we can polish that all out and everything. Let me get my sand, my blade out. Like I said, I'm going to use my paper saw, bone saw, however you guys want me to call it. It's actually super thin saw. And it will cut you if you're not careful. Got one winder out. Let's clean her up. Like I tell you guys, you always want to clean up before you move on. That way you always get your truest fit. And there's no, I've maybe come across as arrogant before. When I've told people use common sense when, doing custom work. And I guess it's just because I want to preach that if you start with the clean area, you get a better fitment. You put yourself at ease with less body work, and stuff like that. I've seen people, have a painted pickup truck and then take another painted pickup truck, and then all of a sudden I want to make a crew cab or a king cab, and they just cut both of them up and start putting them together, and there's still, layers of paint on there, and I've mentioned to them, just take your time, strip both trucks, and use fresh plastic. And then you get the comments, oh, I've done this before, you think you're big shot or know-it-all, and just leads into some arguments. And back in the day, there's a few builders, I guess I wasn't ready to grow up yet. There was a few builders that really got underneath my skin. So, small comments like that. I wasn't trying to self-boast myself, or, how the Bible would say it. I just wanted you to see my experience side of the hobby, help you and then it didn't come off so much. And that's why in my later years, I've been, more open to, not everybody's going to listen and want to learn. But if you guys want to listen and learn, I'm here to help, and I'll share my ideas. We all have different ideas, and different ideas is going to take different execution to get that idea done. All right, so right here's just my rough template, just my rough piece of template. So then we can actually go to the car itself, and we can start sizing it up where we want it to be. See if we did that. There's a gap right there. That's because of glue. See, right there we'll notice that one of our gaps there is being caused by, where'd my glass go? What the, oh, right here. One of my gaps right now is caused by the glue I use to mount the window, to mount the roof. So there's always, when you're doing custom stuff like that, you don't want to just glue the window in there, because then you got a nice gap there in the back. So you got to do your test fitting. And as of right now, right there would be a good looking window to add in there. And it's of a good hard plastic. So where's my router bit? All right, now to get rid of that glue, I'm going to use this diamond burr. And what it does is it just gets in there. It will take away the glue. It won't take off so much product that I have to redo body work. So I'll put that there in my Dremel. Put my saw down. I get that in there. And see, now it's no gap. See, that's why you're always got to look at your work and make sure your work is good. So now there's no gap. And then when we get to do the interior, now we can address the interior around the gap of this window. And then we could see, now once we have a window template, we make it bigger than what it needs to be. So that way we can come in here and we can play around with it. If I wanted to do a pillar this way, straight up and down, what would it look like? If I wanted to do one with the door angle still with it, what would that look like? And you're not second guessing yourself. You have plenty of room to work with. I like the up and down look, but more at an angle like there in the middle. But then with this being a disc, guys, and not sheet plastic, it's gonna have a strong bond. It's gonna have a lot stronger bond on the flexibility of the window itself. And then once you're done with all your line work, you just go in there like this with some lighter fluid. I swear, guys, you need this on your bench. And it takes all the ink right off, and then it'll help. See. Then you can just, you can redo your marks as many times as you want before you cut. you know what the saying goes, measure twice, cut once, fellas. So now with this, and then plus you have your template already for this side, you just go right on over, you flip it back over, and then you know you don't have to make a second template. You use what you have already. And then we have the same situation on this side as we had on the other side, where we had the super glue run over. So you already got your Dremel set up with your burr tool. So you just run over to the other side. Oh, you just go over to the other side and start working on it. Yeah, I've seen some pretty cool ideas get floundered by people rushing and not really checking out everything. And see, now there we go. No gap. Window will fit. So Punch is saying, he said the same thing on the Mustang, and I end up doing a pillar. But I don't know. And see, for the back window, if we do these sides clear, the back window ain't going to match being tinted. So let's see what we can do about that. There's several different people across the Facebook that are doing live auctions and whatnot. Where'd my template go? We'll do that. We'll make another window here in a minute, fellas. I just like looking at this all mocked up. Where's the hood at? That's why I said, okay, I didn't pay for this kit. This kit was donated to me by Scaledworld.net. It will go back to Scaledworld.net. But, you know, you got a $50 kit, 40-some dollars, and then shipping and stuff. If you're confident in your work, I didn't pay for the roof either. That was given to me by Mike Turner. He has Maker Mike's videos here on YouTube. But if you was to buy the Magnum, you're looking, depending upon who has it for sale, $16 to $25. And then you know, this car here is $35 to $45 plus shipping from Japan if you can't find it through the United States. So let's roughly say $70 in 2 kits. If you can get confident in your work and your body work, you get to make one-off customs like this. The Magnum's going to lead itself, because the Magnum kit comes with 2 sets of wheels. It comes with some stereo stuff. It comes with a guitar. It comes with the Magnum motor. You know, that kit won't go to waste. And plus, you cut it if you get confident in your body work. I cut the one for the Mustang. This is the kit I used for the Mustang. And I cut it off, the roof off, in such a way where the kit ain't wasted. We can build a custom convertible. Our intentions with this one was to do a custom convertible wagon. If you guys don't follow Brian Nicewinger over on Facebook, he runs the Hack Shack page. He does a lot of custom mini trucks and full trucks. And what I talked to him about is doing subwoofers right here, and then maybe an amp rack, and then a full-length console, and make it dual bucket seats. And we got these wheels from Draft Design a couple years ago. You know, we was gonna do like a lot of the guys are doing with the big wheels and stuff. And it's just a project that, you know, I was going to put the big wheels on it. Put the big wheels on it and have full stereo system in it. You know, it's just going to be one of those. Case in point, Swift Car Club. If you guys go to YouTube, go to Facebook, I think Google Images, just put Swift Car Club. They take a lot of newer cars and they do a lot of wild paint jobs on them, a lot of custom stuff to them. And that's where this was leading. You know, you can see how I cut it to where it's still savable, still usable, and it's not a fully wasted kit. But if I did cut it to the way it was wasted, it still lent its way to the motor, wheels and tires, extra interior pieces for a build, you know. Let's see what these gigantic monsters would look like on here. Oh my God. Oh my God. Could you imagine? Alright, where was I headed? I got off track. I'm just letting you guys know that if you can get confident in your building style and you can get confident in your level, doesn't matter what level you are in this hobby, but if you can stay confident about your own work, it's easy to do customs like this because you know you're going to be able to pull it off. It might not be perfect, but it's going to be satisfaction to you because you're not going to show up with the same GTR at the same contest. You've taken what you have, the best of your ability, and you made something of it. Alright, now I always keep boxes of glass. Here's my headlights. Here's windshields and stuff. Because of projects like this. We're going to have to find a windshield with the curve that somewhat resembles the curve we have here, because we want to cut it up and use a clear back window. And then how you size them up, you lay your window on top. If you don't see no gaps, usually you're good. That means your form and stuff is good. You just got to make sure you cut it good. So we're going to lay that down. Where's our marker again? There it is. So now we're going to take our marker, put your glasses back on, dummy. You could, if you wanted to, even see how far down it goes. We're going to go right here. Seems like the best fit for this window. Some people will put tape on the window and then do it. If you don't have spares like I do, you can, I mean, you can use sheet plastic. It's just not as thick and as strong, and you know, it won't hold up and be as durable as you would need. All right, let's get this. Switch my burr. And that, you know, like you guys heard me say, you've heard Hunter say on his videos, and some of our other builders that do custom work and shows you guys what we're doing. It's best to have the right tools. It makes jobs a lot easier when you have the right tools. And even this windshield, I just cut a big hole in it. Ain't a total waste, because now if I have a convertible project coming around, I can use the sun visors for detailing. Like I said, we'll get the piece out that we just cut. You have to roll your edges because the blade won't do that for you. Some parts, the saw actually melts the slag back onto the dang windshield, so sanding, you have to do some trimming first. One of my cousins lost his cousin on his dad's side. I'm related to his mom, which my Aunt Lyra, she died almost 10 years ago now of cancer. But my cousin Matt just lost his cousin Alex to cancer, and one of our good friends that we've had over the internet over the years, Roy from New Zealand, was just found out that his lung is full of cancer and they can't really do nothing for him. He's been fighting it for a while. So prayers go out to Roy and his family. Big member of the New Zealand Majestics, and built models with us when he was younger, and as he got older, built him a real Monte Carlo, and he had to sell it and all that stuff. And so my thoughts were with Roy right now. So since we cut it above what we need, you can see how it fits side to side, but we know we cut it a little long so we can get it to where we need it to. So now we'll start coming back and we'll start trimming that off. So we'll get in there and we'll start trimming that off. I'm going to switch my marker to a smaller marker. I'm going to use your favorite color, Kicking Wing. We're going to go with purple. Then what I usually do, you guys might not be able to see this on camera, is I'll size it up like this, and then I look through the window, and then I'll start just giving me a glance at where I need the window to be. So first I'm trying to make somewhat of a curved look to it. Out comes the saw. You work today, Skylar? Skyler's in Colorado, so it's only about 7 something there. Are you shitting me? I'm putting a beveled edge on the back side. You get up in there. See, just with a little bit of trim work. And I still know that, my clear, I still have a high solid clear to put on. I got primer and paint. So what small gaps that you guys see, you always want to leave room for buildup. Like I said, I grabbed the first windshield I saw that fit my curve, so I've made myself a little bit more work because now I'm going to have to polish that window out and get that fits, guys. That even fits better than the Revell window was fitting. I wish you guys can see that better. Now I gotta have to polish out a window. You can see this window here is full of scratches and whatnot. That's what happens when you put plastic in a box on top of other plastic. You just Now, Andy X used to be on YouTube a lot. I haven't seen him post in a while. But he showed dipping his windows in future floor polish. That's something I've never done. But he showed some windows that were pretty well foo-barbed. Speaking of foo-barbed, I ain't seen the foo-barbed garage post any videos in a while. So that actually fits a lot better than the dang factory Revell window. And right there lets me have clear glass, all the way around. So we'll make another window out of our CD template, and we'll see what happens. 9:10 where you're at. Tool Taz, good morning, buddy. Oh, because see, I do know. I'm gonna take a break for a minute. Let me see what. Toy, are you still in the live feed, Toy? Let me move this for a minute. If Toy's still in the live feed, let me show, because I still have the original car that we did the lowering. Alright, here's the original Caprice that we did the lowering video on. Alright. Now, I don't remember offhand what part 1 entailed and what part 2 entailed. But I'm thinking I showed the front end first, right? And then the second part was the rear end. Alright. So, on the front end, there's the front end piece right there. Alright. The front end is part 2. So part 1 was the rear end. Alright. Oh dang, I forgot I had this. Guys, I tell you I have too many projects. Look what I just opened up. I forgot I even had this. And I told you guys I like making wagons. I didn't even remember I had that. It was the one I had started, and I started a different project and put it away. I got upset with this one because if you can see right down the middle of the roof, I didn't cut it right. This right here was an earlier project. I've since made a few more of these, and I remember I put that one away because I didn't quite cut it right, and I wasn't happy with it. So then didn't even remember I had that. Well, hell, I'll put that one back up. I didn't even know I had that one. Anybody want a half-breed wagon? Maybe sell it. It'd be a good start for someone. Alright. Now, that's the taxi cab version. Here's the police car version of the Caprice. Same kit, just different color plastic. Alright. Since you already got the front video, I'm going to show you the rear video. I'll show you what I did for the rear. Where's the rear end? Alright. Now you're going to have, on the rear end, you're facing, a little more than $5, brother. It's custom. It's custom by Minnie as well. Alright. Now, with you're trying to lower, and if you notice, this is about as low as it will go. This right here is about as low as it will go. You can glue it if you wanted to, but then your trolling arms are way up in the air like that. And your wheels don't go down so far. So, what I done is you cut the wheel wells out at the top. And then you cut directly where the trailing arms would be, Toy. See where that little hole is already? Cut straight back. And cut down a little bit. And then you cut straight back. And that's going to let your trailing arms go in there. And it's going to let it set all the way down like this. The rear end is easy. And then you'll have to clean up this right here for your drive shaft, you know. But that's how easy the rear end is. Just cut straight back on those and down just a little bit. Don't go hog wild. Don't go hog wild because then you'll have a lot of cleanup work. But right here, you basically don't have much cleanup work at all, you know, because depending upon how you paint your chassis and how you cut your hole, you really don't get to see a whole lot. See what I'm saying? But you'll have to, I didn't cut the hole for the, I didn't cut the hump for the drive shaft. But basically, the rear end is easy. Let's show him, I got wheels for days. Alright. Let me pull these out. Alright, I'm gonna show him the difference. Have you seen the video, Toy, where I show you guys how to mount the Pegasus wheels to the monogram chassis, to the Revell stuff? The hell is wrong with these wheels? My wheels should have been brand new, but there's stuff stuck inside of them. Alright. So basically, we'll show you the difference. Huh. I guess I never drilled those out. Well, let's change that. Alright. If you take a drill bit, take 3 30-second drill bit. That's too small. Where's my 1/8? Here it is. Alright, you take an 1/8 inch drill bit. Oh, damn it. And if you cut the lip off of the Revell axles, these slide right on. These will slide right on. Alright, I got it. I'm using Pegasus 1109's toy. So if you don't cut the chassis the right way, you get a car that sets something like this. And you're trying to get it to lower. So if you do the cuts I showed you, right there and right here, you get the chassis in there, the car is going to get down. It's going to get in there. It's going to be placed where it should be placed. No trailing arms sticking out. See how that's setting in there? And then now, there's your lowered rear end. So hopefully that helped you. Then here's, I'm going to just take, oh, frick it. Take that, give me the other set of wheels. Alright, I'm glad you can get in here and I can answer that for you. I don't know, some videos they just disappeared on me. I have the mold where I was making my own resin. I was showing these guys how to do molds and stuff, and that video disappeared. I like how you can find music that you enjoy listening to off of YouTube, but then if you use the same song in your live stream, they flag your video and take it away. Oh, here it is. This is why I couldn't find it. Like here lately, I've been really digging Mercules. He's had some pretty good songs, and he talks about He's a younger rapper. He's 25. He suffers from anxiety and some stuff like that. And I like listening to him because of his stories. You know, he talks about these other rappers faking, you know, Bentleys and jewelry and stuff like that. And, you know, so there's the look of it dropped all the way. Who did they used to tease about the flute? I forgot who it was. I remember every week we were doing something about the flute, and I can't even remember who it was now. Toy, I love these caprices. I'm just going to take you off the camera stand for a minute. I love them caprices. I have the wagons, the Impalas. You can see I already have 5 or 6 of the caprices sitting over there. And I just love them. Built many of them over the years. You can see them over on my Facebook page. And Scott, yeah. And just a neat kit. Just something I've always liked. For some reason, is one of these kits. Just sold one to Daniel Mueller in Germany. I sold it to him last year. It was my last built up. Oop. But hopefully, Toy, I'm glad you got on here. I'm glad I could show you the rear end if that's where you was having your problems at. That's only part of it. That's only part of it, Pete. Let me see. All right, let's Pete. Here's my paint stand. I'm really proud of that. I hand built that. It holds all my Badger Stynal Res primers. I've switched over to Vallejo colors, model colors. I really like that. My paintbrush stand. There's my working paint brushes, the ones I use to detail. I made my own washes and stuff like that for my Citadel figures. Here's some figures I'm working on. Some promos that I have. A few other built-ups. A tank. Some more of my figures up there, the custom blue Mustang. Some more of the figures I've done. My Death Guard figures back there. Some of my Space Marine figures we're doing right there. Some more built-ups. Just show you guys a whole mess of that. I love Mavericks, so a guy at work had a smoking some Mavericks, so I took that Mavericks cigarette from me. My lights are in the way. Another 2 more custom wagons. I told you guys I like making custom wagons. This right here, I used a Johann 66 Hearst ambulance roof. Right here's a 66 Chevelle roof. Pete sent me this. I'm going to rebuild this sometime. My Chevy Love truck. Some of my Mavericks. Some of the Mustangs. Some of the projects. This is a customer project for Dwayne Alexander. It will have a working rear end. So that way he either 3-wheel it or use it, lift it up. I switched it to a bench seat car. John sent me this. He wanted me to have something of Blair's. I'm going to put the lid back on. This is my tool bench where some more tools are. Just some other stuff laying around. The Rusted Rabbit. One of my first models I ever built. It's a Blazer that went to the magazines. Bronco. Another Bronco. My dad actually built this when the kit first came out. Unibody truck, a van, custom van. This belongs to MJ. I need to get it shipped back to him. A green Chevy truck. Some bag stuff that I picked up. the box we're building for the minis giveaway. Then right here is just some more of my kits. I love the Sunny trucks. I got 3 more coming if they'll ever show up. I got 2 escorts. I want a third one because I want to make one of them a wagon. Then right there's that. Here's some more Impala stuff. More Impala stuff. Just got too much stuff. More. There's right here some Corvettes and some Chevelle stuff. Some of my military stuff. Some more. And then over here, all my wheels. I keep all, well, there's parts trays, wheels, more parts, more wheels. My Mustang stuff right there. Gotta move stuff out of the way. Some truck stuff. This whole box is full of Cadillac promos. 77 through 79. Then you got a lot of my Johan stuff that are in different boxes and stuff. My Fox Body Mustang collection. I really love the Fox Body stuff. So you got all the different kinds of Fox Body kits. Let me get this stuff out of the way. I don't have, that's why I said, guys, I don't have much room. And then right here is more wagons. And then I got a whole gang of the, see if you guys can't see in the mirror, got a whole gang of the wagons down there just to cut up. Some Regal stuff. And all these down here are boxes of parts I have separated. Like you can see Monte Carlo Regal parts, big body Caprice cars. And just lots of stuff. Yeah, thanks, Toy. So, that's that. I was kind of excited, Toy. I pulled out that box and seen that wagon. I didn't even remember starting that. That's been years ago. Now you got me wanting to, looking at this yellow one sitting here on the turntable, you got me wanting to. That's what Pete has a project that he started, and he told me yesterday, too bad I had too many projects. I told him, I said, I don't have too many projects, I have too many ideas that lead to projects. Let's see. Put that up. But my main focus right now is to get this skyline done for Scale World, because as it is a theme, if I hadn't mentioned it already, Diversified Scalers is having a parking lot sub-theme. It is September 29th, and the theme is Nissan Datsun Day, and I'm going to make this, I'm going to do this wagon for them, for there. But that's great. Pete, while you're gone, we made the back window. Oops. We made a clear back window. What the hell? I don't know if you guys enjoy bloopers, but I'll give you a handful today. We made the side windows. We just haven't made the pillar. We don't know how far up we're going to cut it yet, you know, but we made the side window. We made the back window, which I got to do a lot of cleanup on it still. We got to make one more side window. But if you guys are up in the New Jersey area, in Wayne, New Jersey, on September 29th, Oh yeah, Sharpie knows, don't you, Sharpie? Oh, I love her though, Sharpie. I do get on her nerves though. It's not intentional. It's just I'm a man. What are you gonna do? Yeah. She loves me. She loves to. One day, what was we doing, John? We were just in a live hangout. We weren't really even um, in a show or nothing. We were just hanging out one day building, and she came home, and I was supposed to do some stuff, and I didn't have it done yet. I lost track of time. I do that when I'm down here on the bench, guys. And man, she was not happy when she got home. John, she even used foul language, didn't she? She was kinda. I don't know. I don't think that's. Trying to get the right pitch to this window. We're gonna go like that, guys. What do you think about that angle? I had a black eye. I couldn't see, Pete. Well, guys, this cup of tea is doing its job. I'm gonna have to go use the restroom. I'm gonna work on this for a little bit, and I will holler at you guys. I'll try to get back on this afternoon. If not, we'll see you next week. Well, I don't know. I think Les got scared. I think Les was hiding, and you guys were laughing. What do you think about that pitch, Pete? Instead of straight up and down, just a slight angle like that. No problem, Toy. I appreciate you hanging out with me. And like I said, if there's ever something you need, you're always welcome to share your work over on the Mr. Mini Dreams Facebook page if you do Facebook. You guys are all welcome to share your work on the Mr. Mini Dreams Facebook page. If you got a part you need, if you need help with something, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to ask. I kind of frown on people jumping on there and begging for stuff, because there's a difference in asking for something, and then we've had our fair share of people getting on there, becoming beggars and wearing out their welcome, if you should say, you know what I mean? And but there's plenty of guys on my page that follow me. They're very supportive. They're very friendly. They're very helpful, even if you don't need a part. There's tons of talent on my Mr. Mini Dreams page, a ton of history, and don't be afraid to go over there and ask for help, ask for a part or something. And guys, I got to run before I have the runs, and at least I kept you guys updated on this a little bit, and I appreciate everything. You guys have a great weekend. This is Manny, and I'm out.